My mom is ruining my brother and sister's lives. She lets them drink and smoke weed every day in the house. She let their friends come over and they be in the basement smoking and drinking. Now I just found out that she drink and smoke weed with them. My mom's been allowing my brother to drink and smoke weed since he was 15 years old. Then he dropped out of middle school and he has no job. My little sister, she just out and about. Sometimes we can't find her. It's really messing up their chances of doing anything out of life. I'm really disappointed that my mom allowed this. If she don't start setting a better example, they're gonna end up in jail. I'm here because I wanted to stop.
Lavern, that's your daughter on the tape?
Yes, it is.
Is it true that you let your teenage kids smoke pot and drink in the basement?
Yes, I do.
And why do you let them do that?
Because they're my children, that's my home, and those are my rules. I would rather for my kids to sit...
What teenage wouldn't want those rules? Oh, I get to smoke pot and drink.
I'd rather for my kids to sit at home and smoke and drink than be out in the streets and smoking and drinking where they can get picked up by the police, they can get alcohol poisoning, they can smoke too much, anything can happen to them on the street. I can sit at home and monitor them if they're at home.
Did your oldest daughter on the tape, was she smoking and drinking at home?
No, she wasn't.
And she's doing pretty good for herself, right?
Yes, she is.
But your son, who's a teenager, who's sitting at home smoking pot and drinking, what's he doing?
He's not doing anything right now.
Oh, I wonder why. Do you monitor? You go down there and see how much consumption is going on?
Yes, I do. That's the reason I let them drink and smoke at home.
So what is it, 2-drink limit? What's the limiter?
I mean, they get them a bottle of whatever they're drinking on, and I'll let them drink it.
And what's, how much pot? As much as you can smoke, or?
I mean, whatever they smoke through the day. I don't buy it for them. I don't bring it in the house. They get their own, and they do what they do. You can tell a kid over and over again what you don't want them to do, but a kid gonna do what they want to do when they become a certain age anyway, and ain't nobody gonna stop them.
Do you smoke and drink with them?
I smoke and I drink.
With them?
Sometimes.
So aren't you supposed to be a role model for your children?
Yes, I do.
So you go down there in the basement, and sometimes while you're supposed to be monitoring, you say, give me some of that weed, give me some of that drink.
Yes, I do.
And what is your role to your children?
Well, I'm their mother.
You're their mother?
Yes, I am, and I think I've done a damn good job by raising them.
Oh, okay. Well, you did good for one.
I did good for 5.
Did you let her drink and smoke, the girl that was on tape?
No, I didn't.
Well, why didn't you let her smoke and drink?
Different time and age. It wasn't even the same.
Well, she wasn't like 50 years old on that tape. She looked like she was in her 20s.
Okay, she's 25 years old, but okay, Christopher is 18. There's whole years in between there.
7.
Okay, and this world has changed in those 7 years, hasn't it?
From 2003? You tell me all the changes.
You don't live where I live. You don't live in Detroit.
I've been to Detroit plenty of times.
Okay, and you see these kids, what they out here doing too, don't you?
And I see a lot of kids that are involved in good things that aren't smoking pot and aren't drinking.
Okay, but you...
So, and you allow other minors to come into your house and smoke and drink?
Yes, I allow their friends to come over.
Do you get waiver of consent from their parents?
No, I do not, but that's not my concern. So their parents ain't worrying about where they're...
That's not your concern.
Their parents not worrying about where their kids at, evidently.
Oh,
they letting them come down my house, so evidently their parents not worried about what their kids are doing.
So you're allowing minors to come into your house, drink, and smoke pot?
Yes, I do.
Get out of my chair. Stand up. Does this basement have a name?
No, it's just my basement.
Lavern's Hangout?
No, it's not no Lavern's Hangout. It's my basement.
Sneaky, you know.
No, it ain't no sneaky nothing. It's my basement. It's my home.
It's your home. How often do they go down there and smoke and drink?
Whenever they want to.
Wow. Which is how often?
Every day. Every day.
And this doesn't bother you at all?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I mean, my mom let me sit and drink and smoke at her house when I was coming up. You know, if that's the way I was raised, and I didn't get in no trouble. I graduated from high school. I did what I had to do. So my kids gonna go, I let them do the same thing.
And how often are they down in the basement? How many hours a day?
Maybe 4 or 5 hours a day.
4 or 5 hours a day? Would you consider that constructive time for teenagers?
They be on video games 4 or 5 hours a day. Is that constructive time? They watch TV 4 or 5 hours a day. Is that constructive time?
Well, shouldn't your son, shouldn't he be like working or doing something?
My son had a job. He just quit his job not too long ago. He had a job.
Well, why'd he quit?
Because he wanted to.
We're gonna meet Lavern's 2 children, Bianca and Chris, right now. How you doing?
All right.
You're Chris?
Yeah, Steve.
And you're Bianca.
Steve. Why you got my mama standing up like she did something wrong or something?
Well, because
she
if you allow, listen,
but she ain't did nothing wrong.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something.
All right.
She did do something wrong. She's breaking the law by letting minors drink and smoke pot in your basement. That's what she's doing.
Okay, all right.
I want to say, you know what he's doing. You know what's happening. You know what kind of motivation he has. He quits a job because he doesn't want to work at night. You tell me, what does your son's future look like?
My son's future is going to be all right because he's still trying to do something with his life. It ain't like I say, it ain't like he's not trying to get back in school. It ain't like he's not trying to find him a job.
You said you were raised by your mom smoking and drinking and everything, but then your daughter, you say, okay, she's not going to smoke and drink because it's a different time. But then this time comes 7 years later, they can smoke and drink. Now, your daughter's doing pretty good for herself, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, she got a job, doing good. She doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink. I just think that some of the choices that you're making, you're fooling yourself.
And she's the only one out the bunch that don't. She's the only one out the bunch that don't. I got 2 older ones that's older than her, graduated from high school, go to college. I got college right now. He smokes some weed when he get ready. I got her own family. She smoke and drink when she get ready. She's the only one that choose not to. So that's that.
This is your daughter here.
It sure is.
Mama, you know I don't like this. You know that. Why is you letting them do this? You did not do this with us. When we was little, when we was growing up, 18, 19, you did not let us smoke nothing. You didn't let us do nothing. Why is you doing this with them?
I also came and told you you can tell me anything. And
yes, we can tell you anything. We can tell you when we're ready to have sex or something like that.
And
but not,
like
oh, we ready to drink.
And they feel like coming to say, Mama, I want to smoke.
Come on now. Y'all is too young for that. Y'all ain't even old enough to buy liquor.
You live at your own house, they live at mine.
Yeah,
these my last 2 babies, and
I was living at your house too, and I was not drinking or smoking because I listened to you. But I listened to you. Why you not making them listen?
They do listen.
They don't listen. They don't listen to nothing you say.
They do listen.
No, they don't.
Whatever.
No, y'all don't. No.
Because Mama allow us to smoke.
Stop. You called the show, right?
Yes, I did.
So we did the show, and obviously this is a situation a lot of people, they're really not on the fence. People are either on one side or they're on the other. Some people think, you know, obviously, you're not the only one. People think they want their kids at home, they'd rather have a drink at home, they'd rather smoke a pot at home. And then there's other people, like myself, that I don't agree with it. And we run different households. Like, right, I'm not trying to run your household, but I certainly wouldn't want my kids coming over and you allow them. That's the only issue I really have where it really makes me mad. But I'm saying you called the show. I don't know if we made a difference. Obviously, with your family, I don't think we did. But you tried. You're trying to do for the best for your family, and I applaud you for that. Mom, you're right. It's your house. It's your kids. You're going to do whatever you want, and nobody can tell you what to do. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. For the both, especially for you, you're going to college. I hope you make a great success out of yourself. I hope you get straight A's. You get into the singing. I hope you're a huge success and everything that you want, I hope it falls in your lap. You, I don't know what to hope for. I honestly...
You ain't got to hope for me, dog.
I think we do.
You ain't got to hope for me, dog.
You know what? The only chance that you have is hope. Because you have nothing else.
You ain't got to hope for me, all right?
You got nothing else.
I know what I got.
Nobody want to hear that. He ain't got nothing else.
Nobody want to hear that.
You know what?
Dad, you got a show on TV because you somebody. You somebody.
Hold on.
Yeah, get on this man. Get on this dot.
Get on.
Get on this dot.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And I woke up every morning and I went to work.
Good for you. And I wake up every morning and go to work too.
Yeah, but we're not talking about you now. We're talking about your son who does nothing.
He's all right.
Who sits in the basement, smokes and drinks.
He's all right.
But you know what? I'm glad he's your son and not mine.
Okay, I am
Good luck to you. My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
It was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.